We are back live, got a better view of the valley floor. I want you guys to see this. Check this out. Whole thing is beginning to fill up. A lake of lava is forming. I am on the rim of a real volcano, guys. This is crazy. You can see little waterfalls of lava right there. Those are little tiny waterfalls of lava spilling over, and that is 3,000 to 4,000 degree rock coming out of the ground. Check this out right here. I'm playing with the phone here, but we're trying to get you guys in. All right, it's a little hard when it's zoomed in like that, but check that out. That's about as crazy as it gets. Now, I've got 3 other cameras running, so we're gonna have plenty of footage when we get back to edit and show you guys some really good zoomed in footage. Check this out on the cam here. So we're gonna have some killer shots. The whole crater is lit up. This is the lake of lava. Let me back out a little bit. That is not a focus issue. That's the heat coming off of that is just insane. This lava here is moving across the whole valley, is filling up. You can see that's actually moving. It's creeping across the floor. But when you come back over here, check this out right here. This flow right here is blowing my mind. Look at this flow right here, guys. I'm gonna try to keep it steady for you. That's crazy. And this thing is over 1,000 feet up. These walls behind it are about 400 to 500 feet, and the back walls here. Let me see if I can zoom out and catch that. It's hard on this phone, but like I said, we got more cameras, but those walls that you see there are over 500 feet high, and as you can see, that fountain is well above that. So if you guys have any questions while I'm out here, feel free to post up. The ground I'm standing on is like pure glass, and this is the area that collapsed. I'm standing on the edge of a collapse from 2018. This whole side of the canyon fell down. Hold on, I gotta take off my backpack for a second here. That thing is heavy. All right, there we go. Woo. So check it out, guys. I'm best. We're trying to reconnect at times, so if you see it buffering, hang in there. There's probably a lot of people live streaming right now, so it's eating up all the data, but you can see that lava is flowing across. Now, when I started watching this, there's steam. I mean, you can see, well, I'll back out right here, but there's steam coming out of the ground ahead of the lava, and it makes me think that we may see some secondary fountaining coming out right there. But I see lights way out over there. Do you see that light? Somebody is over there. That's insane. But look at that lava. That is one of the craziest things you will ever see in person. I'm telling you guys, if you ever have the opportunity to come out and see something like this, do it. Don't even hesitate. It's 100% worth every ounce of the money that you have to come see this stuff. It's just crazy to see in person. See if you guys can hear this sound. It's starting to boom out here. That's making a booming noise. Listen up. Now, yesterday I was watching the webcam. You can watch these webcams on USGS, but I was watching it and I swear I saw 2 or 3 earthquakes because the camera started to shake randomly and it was not windy. So I think that it was starting to move yesterday. It's just today was the day. But man, you can see the lava over here starting to smoke because it's burning into the rock and causing it to smoke. You know it's hot when rocks are smoking. Crazy, guys. Absolutely crazy. I could zoom in a little bit on the lava again if you guys want to see that. If you guys want me to zoom in on something, tell me. I'm out here. You guys can see whatever you want. But check that out. I wish all you guys were here. I wish I could drag all my subscribers out here and friends and family and just let you all see this. It's just something, it's just insane. But this is the next best thing. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. It's pretty rad. There ain't no fish in that river. Yeah, do you see the little waterfalls? Or so to speak, lava falls? Those are lava falls right there. Little tiny falls. It's just fascinating to see this. I had to earn this one, man. I'm going to be up for 24 hours. I'm going to be so tired, but man, this is worth it. Look at that. Again, if you guys want me to zoom in on anything, let me know. There are lava bombs off to the left of me. I can't see them from the angle too well, but let me see if I can show you. You see them now? Right there in the screen. Those are lava bombs. And if it isn't lava bombs, now what you're seeing, that lava right there is not even 300 feet from me. But if that's not a lava bomb right there, that's new lava coming out of the side of the crater. So I'm not really sure, but now you can kind of see where that is. And you can see spatter. That's all spatter right there. That's from when the thing first started to go off. But somebody told me that this went off at 1:30 and I pulled in at like, I want to say like 2:30. So about an hour after it started is when I got here. That is awesome. Let me change the angle of the cannon. It's getting louder. I haven't heard any explosions, which we kind of don't want right now. No explosions, because that would make it to us. But this is what they call a shield volcano, and it is known for mostly just flows like this. But the fountaining is actually more rare for a shield volcano to do this. It's not very common. That's why it's so fascinating to so many people, because this doesn't happen very often. but you are seeing a real shield volcano eruption on this earth. That is awesome. Dreamt about seeing this for years and years and years. Probably since I was about 8 years old. I wanted to see this. Spectacular. We'll go live a few more times for you guys. I'm trying to change up the shots. See what else we can see. Who do we have with me? Who's watching? You want to post up? Let me see who's out there. And if it's not somebody I directly know, then post up who you are and where you're from in the chat. You're watching the Kilauea volcano live. This is episode 26 live. Undoubtedly, the park is going to get, it's already hammered, but by morning, I'd say by 7 in the morning, there are going to be 50, 60,000 people in this park. I'm guessing already there's probably 10,000 plus. As soon as this thing started to fountain, everybody rushed it. I had to drive 100 miles from my hotel to get here. Check out that flow now. It's creeping. It doesn't come up on video very well, like in the distance, but it is moving. That puddle of lava in front of you is moving to the right pretty fast. We'll zoom back in to the fountain here. See any comments? All right, Southern Cal, way to go. Good to see you guys. Southern Cal checking in. Check this out. We're gonna zoom in a little bit. This is what gets me, is that to understand that is not a firework. You're looking at molten rock that is mind-blowing. There's actually 2 fountains in there. We'll zoom in a little more. Look at this. I wish they had like some kind of temperature gauge on that, like somewhere you could see. I'm sure they know. They take after every, I read today that after every episode of this, they take lava samples. It's called tephra, and they take the tephra samples of it's basically molten lava that's still moving, and they get a sample in a bucket, and then they sample what it's made out of to see if there's any changes from previous eruptions. But that thing is way up there, dude. Way up there. About 1,000-foot tall fountain of lava. If you're just getting here, welcome. You're watching the Kilauea volcano, episode 26. Coming to you live from the big island of Hawaii. And let me turn around. I just wanted you guys to see, there's like these canyon walls. This is the caldera right here. All the way back here is possibly eruptive in nature, is all this. You can see the glow of the walls. But as I go this way, watching how bright it gets, and then you'll really respect how bright this is. It looks like daylight out here, guys. It's crazy how bright it is. Like if I film my own hand, you can see how bright. That's amazing. There you go, guys. Seemed to be maybe in the last 10 minutes It's gone down. I want to say down a little bit. It started to fall down a little bit. Maybe 100, 200 feet less in height. But they say these can last anywhere. Elevation of this. Stand by. Let me look. It's showing me at 3,779 feet. 3,779. Let me see if I could back out and show you. These are the phone stats. See my heart rate all high. Upper left corner. Oh, come on, guy. There you go. Upper left corner there. You can see the elevation and everything right there. I had to walk about, I don't know, mile and a half to get to this spot. Temperature is real nice out here. It's about 65 degrees, except for every now and then you feel this blast of heat. You could feel the heat. It's like when you go to a restaurant and they have those heaters outside, you could feel like the convection coming off of it. You could feel that here. All right, it's getting louder and taller again. See if you can hear it. No, I don't think I'm even. I might be. Oh, that's tough. A mile away? Maybe a little more than that. When we do the video, when we edit it, I'll look. But if you look up where the Devastation Trailhead off of Crater Road, where Devastation Trailhead is, and follow that trail where it dead ends, where everybody's watching it from, and measure across to that corner, you'll see it. But we'll put it in the video when we edit it. But I can't imagine that being more than a half a mile or less. It's close. It's very close. Ooh, seeing lava spilling over the left side now. I just saw that. This is fresh. This just happened right now. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to post up. Gonna adjust the zoom on the Canon. There we go. All right. Yeah, post up if you guys have any questions or want me to zoom in on anything. Lava is definitely flowing in over here now, where it wasn't earlier, starting to breach that whole area. There is some crazy person that is out over here off of this cliff right here. I can see a headlamp every now and then, and they are close. In fact, like I told you, there's lava coming out of the mountain right below them. And I don't know if they understand that I think there's a new flow coming out of the mountain over here, right here. There's a little bit there, and there's another one right there. And I don't think those are related to that flow that we're seeing in the big picture there. I think those are new lava flows coming out of the side of the mountain. If my feet start to get hot, I'm going to start running, just so you guys know. But nothing yet, nothing yet. Check out this cloud, man. Look at the way that's just glowing in the dark out here. Sunrise soon. It's going to be a beautiful sunrise here on the summit of Kilauea. I'm literally on the summit of Kilauea, on the edge of the summit, about 50 feet in front of me. Right there is the drop off. That is where you can cliff dive, basically, if that was water. But lots of viewers. Let me turn around and show you what they look like. Let's see, can you see all the peeps? And there's even more back up there off to the right. But lots of people out here. We are not alone checking this out. Any more questions, post up anytime. Yeah, this has been going on since December of 23, I believe, is when this started. On and off, something like that. They have a video on YouTube where this initially started, like when it first started. So, pretty cool. Seeing clouds blowing in. The wind just changed direction. These clouds right here, check this out. These clouds, the wind's picking up right now. It's blowing away from me. Look at this curling smoke at the top. You can see the wind picked up. Look at this right up here. Watch that. Smoke is like curling. That is crazy. I was talking to a USGS worker yesterday, or not, was it yesterday? 2 days ago out here. And she said that the smoke that comes off of this in the atmosphere anywhere, that she said this volcano can put out more pollution in the air in one eruption than California can produce in 10 years. That's pretty crazy. Which said this stuff is pretty toxic stuff. Very dangerous to breathe. And all around me, I want to show you guys something. Check this out. This is cool. You're going to like this. Well, I know. I would watch this all day myself. I want you guys to see this ground I'm stepping on. It's made of... This is all glass. There's little shards of glass. Like this is all... You see that little hair hanging off? That's a piece of glass. That's not hair, that's actual glass. This is about as fresh as lava gets. Look at that. And it's everywhere. There's little tiny hairs of glass. Look at, they call this Pele's hair. I'm not gonna touch it because it's so sharp. But there's Pele's hair. That's glass from the volcano. So all of that glass gets here because it gets up into the air, and as this volcano spews up in the air, all that lightweight stuff right there, it flash cools. It meets the air and it cools this fine little strands of glass, and then that glass is so light it just blows away and ends up all over the ground out here. You're not supposed to touch it, like you're not supposed to hold it or anything, because it could pierce your skin really easy. But if you guys didn't know, over here on the Trout West channel, I am a major geology nut. I love this stuff, like as much, if not more, than fishing, if you could believe that. Yes, sir. Definitely staying safe out here. about as safe as you could be standing on the edge of a volcano that's going off. If the ground starts to move, though, I'm going to be running. I promise you that, because I am standing. The area that I'm standing on, right in front of me, there used to be a road. Actually, let me zoom out. You can see there's some crazy guy over there. But right over this way, there was a road that went out that way, and all this collapsed in, is no longer. So it gets pretty crazy out here, and those collapses happened in under a day. I think they said 1,500 feet of like the rim went away in about a day. So imagine like driving your car almost, a little over a quarter mile, and all that land went away in one day. It could be. I wouldn't doubt. I mean, if I was a geologist, I'd have a drone out there flying around this thing right now, for sure. I mean, I don't know how close you could get with a drone from the side that I'm on, because the heat is so intense. I imagine the props would melt. It wouldn't even make it, but I would love to see a drone shot of this. That'd be incredible. Could be a geologist, though. That's a great point. It might be. I mean, this is some fascinating stuff. They can't reproduce this very many times, So comment, I saw, can you feel any radiant heat? Yes. So you just tuned in. Absolutely can feel heat right here. I was just telling them earlier that it's kind of like when you go to a restaurant and they have those outdoor heaters, the infrared heaters. It feels just like that where I'm standing. Yeah, the drones are illegal. I would think mainly, if nothing else, it's because people are stupid, and if their drone ended up on the ground out there, they might go try to get it. And I think that's honestly one of the bigger reasons. It's just they already have people doing dumb stuff. I wouldn't doubt if there's not somebody standing out there somewhere on the ground out there. I mean, you could see all this is hot, and see this stuff right here. Interesting enough, I have a video coming out. I was out here 2 days ago, and none of that was steaming 2 days ago. So there's magma. I mean, obviously there's magma close, but there's magma extremely close to the surface in this area. You got to think about how hot something has to be to make rocks smoke. Think about that. Like, it's just rocks and they're smoking. That's wild. Let's see. But yeah, you can feel the heat. It comes and goes. When the air is still, I could feel the heat perfectly. Like, it's keeping my face warm. When the wind picks up a little stronger, it's kind of harder to feel it. But let's zoom in for the folks that are new, that you just got here. Let me show you something. Check this out. This is of lava coming off of this thing. Now it's hard. I got to zoom in and hold it, but check that out. That's insane. It's hard on a phone, but if you want the better quality videos are coming. I have a Canon camera out getting all this, and a GoPro and some other goodies. Yeah, there's definitely new steam coming out from over here. I 100% agree with you. That is way worse steam than earlier. So the activity out here is picking up. It's picking up. It's getting a little wilder. You can see all the little steam plumes in the dark. Picks it up pretty good on the camera because on naked eye I could barely see most of that. But there's off a little. There we go. Alright, let's re-zoom in for you guys that haven't been watching. We'll get in there. Can you imagine being under that? Unbelievable. Guys, the raw power of the earth is incredible. Let's check on that flow. Remember, guys, if you were here earlier, this was just barely, these flows right here were just barely creeping over that. Now you can see they're well established. And it's flowing over. Look at that right here, watch. Right there. You can see there are rocks like bouncing and tumbling. Look at that, like that, right there. Look at that. Wow. Check in there for comments. If you guys have any questions or comments, definitely post up. Doyle, you got go ahead. Post up. Don't be shy. It's your Kilauea volcano. I don't know if it's expanding, but I'll tell you what, this island is growing right before your eyes. So you can see like a person walking right there. You can see how big that is. This island is growing, and you know it's over the hot spot, so this one's gonna get bigger, and it's been active. It's been more active in the last 5 years than it has. So this is incredible. 100% worth seeing. So crazy thing, there was a guy that just walked by. I don't know if you guys saw that, but he was very close to the edge right there, and that right there is 500 within 3 feet of that. I'm not sure that he initially saw where he was. That's kind of crazy. Very crazy. You got to be kind of dumb to do that. If you have any other questions, post up. You can see the steam. Go back to the steam over here. It is definitely getting worse. I think there's lava spreading from over there this way, under all this. I think. Oh, look at that! Lava just popped up over here. We got new lava, I think, right here. Let me zoom in. Oh, it's right there. You can barely make out that light. You see it right there? There's a little bit right there. You can see it moving. You see it moving? There's lava moving on the ground right there. So yeah, there is lava under the lake of lava. So not long ago, they had an eruption where this whole caldera, let's back this thing out and get it to focus a little bit. It's not liking the light right now. Hold on. Let me see if we clean the lens a little bit. It could be getting ash or something on it. Hold on. Maybe there, yeah. Let's see. Kind of hard to tell. Yeah, I think we're mostly back. But not long ago, this whole caldera was full of lava. It was a giant lake of lava. And if this continues, I think in a day or so, we may be back to that. So weird. Earlier we were having great focus, and then now it's kind of not happy. Let's see, what else? Anybody have any questions? If you're new, introduce. Tell me where you're watching from. Appreciate it. Hey, no problem. Glad you stopped in to see this. It's a once in a lifetime thing. I'm supposed to be on this island for another 2 days. I've already been here for 5. So I got a day and a half left of the trip, and this happened. So I got very lucky, and then we're moving on to Kauai, moving on to another island. I could sit here and watch this for days. If it'll keep going, man, I'll just sit here and wither away and watch it. So incredible. Most incredible thing you'll ever see in person. I mean, the thing is, at night is the time to see it, because all this lava down here, during the day, you'll barely be able to see it, because the sun's UV light, it puts out a very similar light, and it's hard to see lava once it's out. You could see this lava because you can see that basically the temperature difference between fresh and then lava that's touched the ground. When it's fresh out of the earth, it's extremely bright yellow, and when it hits the ground, it just cools immediately and starts changing to a darker color. But yeah, during the day, you could barely make out lava like that. But I am for sure seeing lava poking up in different spots along this hill. 100% seeing it. There's little tiny amounts coming out. I wouldn't doubt if where that steam vent is off to my right, if we don't see another eruption pop up over here at some point. But currently, this has been the hot spot you've been seeing on the news. This is where it's been. Pretty incredible. Doesn't get any better than this, y'all. Let me check on the Canon. I think my Canon battery died. Let me see. Yeah. Almost. Still going. I've got two more batteries for the Canon, so that'll be good. Man, if you guys think this video is great, wait till you see the edited stuff coming. The zoomed in Canon edited stuff is going to be incredible. We're going to be live here for a little bit more, and then we'll take a break, and then we'll come back live in a little bit, probably another half hour. We'll do another one. This is awesome. Anybody have any questions while we're still going? No one's really awake yet out there. Even out here, it's still early. You should see the dedication of it, man. To see 10,000 people awake at 2 in the morning to come see this is pretty incredible. This is what a geology nut dreams of, this stuff, guys. I've been dreaming of seeing something like this for my whole life. So let's check in on that lava. Now, earlier we were looking at this lava down here. Inland Empire, no doubt. Look at this lava over here. Look at right here, you can see the actual lava bombs. Ooh, it's roaring right now. Listen, guys, listen up. That is not a jet. That is the volcano making all that noise. Yeah, we'll be doing another live or two. For sure we will. I want you guys to see these lava bombs right here. Check this out. These rocks are probably the size of, you know, cars. Some of these are big. You can see some of the bigger ones when they come down, they like crush everything. A lot of those are bowling ball, maybe suitcase size, and then every now and then you see a massive block come down. But you can see that dust, that darker dust, is new rock being pounded by the melted stuff coming down out of the sky. That dust. All right, we're gonna break from this. We'll be back. We're not done yet. We're gonna go live again. I'm gonna make some adjustments and change some batteries, and then we'll come back. So appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned if you want to watch more of this. There's more to come. Gonna stay out till about sunrise, and then I'm gonna break out of here. After that, it's just kind of hard to see, but this is incredible. Love it. Amazing. And we'll be back live in a little bit from Kilauea, Hawaii. This is awesome, guys. We'll be back. Bye for now.